What is up, YouTube? AVI back with another video. We are at the International Car Show today, bringing you another car review. Today, the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5N, and this is a car I'm very interested in. I have not gotten a chance to review it, so I'm excited. All right, under this hood of a fully electric car, we have a reduced range compared to the Ioniq 5. With this, we only get 221 miles of range compared to potentially 260, 270 with the Ioniq 5. But this is obviously the more performance version, 601 horsepower, which is insane to me. But in N mode, it can get up to 640 horsepower when you're really pushing on it. Don't expect 221 miles when you're in N mode pushing it for that 640 horsepower, probably more like 140. But I think it's cool, and we're going to show you inside why I think it's so cool. Let's talk about paint. There are 6 paint options on this. This is the matte color. That's like the typical N-line color that they love. I think it's super cool. It feels super nice. And also talking about front, we get an all-new redesigned front fascia for the N-line. This orange right in the middle next to the N badge, super cool. But also these slits are new to this N performance version of this Ioniq 5. I think this is to cool down the battery, so I don't know. The battery I would think is under there, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. It's very aggressive looking, and you definitely know you're not looking at a typical Ioniq. This is the performance version. We'll now walk around the car and show you guys a couple other features. One thing that Hyundai loves to do with this Ioniq 5, and especially the N, is these pixels. That's the best word, the way that Dave and I are describing it. The first where you're going to see this is integrated into the headlights. You have all these cube little things that look like little pixels all integrated into the headlights. Makes for a super cool look. But that's not it. There's tons of places and pixels around this car. The next place we're going to see these pixels is incorporated into the door sills here. Pixels, as well as into the design of the door itself with pixels. But if you thought that was it, there's not. More, your charge port has pixels on where to press to unlock. More pixels. Can you believe that? I can't. And then for the most pixels of all, look at all of these pixels, but makes for a super modern yet retro look with your turn signals and lights, daytime running lights. Looks super cool and super modern. So if you guys like pixels, this is the car for you. Other things that you're going to see on the Ioniq 5N are more airflow. So we talked about the front fascia getting a little more airflow to the battery. Also along the sides, they are functional to cool down some of these brakes. You also get a little bit more aggressive styling here, down here with that orange color that I love. You know, we saw that in the front grille. The orange says you're not driving just a normal Ioniq 5. You are driving the performance version. So I really like that. Let's now head into the interior and show you guys what's going on in there. The first thing you're going to notice when you get inside the Ioniq 5N is the seats are super cool, specific for the N. They do light up when you open the door, illuminate, I should say, with the N logo here. That's also similar for the Elantra N that we did a review on. If you haven't seen that, go up there. What are you doing? You got to watch that. Go up there and check that out. The next thing, as Dave gets in, is the seats are super comfortable here, and mix of Alcantara leather. They hug you, and you really feel like you're in a race car, which is what this car is designed to do. You do get Bose speakers here, illuminated here with that blue, pretty cool. And close the door, and it feels like a solid door. And this is what we were talking about, where this is very, you know, race boy focus, where you get paddles, you get a whole bunch of race mode buttons on here. And what's cool about the Ioniq N is that it's going to simulate driving like a race car, that you do have paddles. When you press the paddle, it's going to actually jolt you. Even though you're in a fully electric vehicle, it's actually going to jolt you forward if you're in that N mode. So that is really cool. Something I wish other manufacturers did, simulate, like reason people don't love EVs, car enthusiasts, is you don't feel like you're driving something that's naturally aspirated. So they're simulating that with the use of these paddles. Something really cool, and excited to see other manufacturers potentially do. Other than that, it's a really cool place to be. Dave and I were noticing that the center console is different from the Ioniq 5N versus the Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 doesn't have any of this. It's more integrated into the center console that slides. These are 2 separate things where you get storage here, and storage here, but it's all one. It doesn't move anywhere. So I don't know why that would be. You know, maybe a bigger battery there that they can't fit. But I thought that was interesting. So you still get your wireless charging here along with your USB-C spots there. So plenty of places to charge your phone. Cameras here and parking sensors, so easily accessible. These are two buttons that I would use. And then plenty of space here with your cup holder. So although it's different, I think there's still plenty of functionality here, and it's still a great place to be. Overall, super comfortable. Huge screens here. No problem going to be, you might be overwhelmed by the number of screens, but don't worry. There are still buttons here that you guys can press, because I know I'm a big button guy, rather than searching through the screens to find it. So I don't think it's too screen heavy here. Overall, a really good place to be. Why don't we head now and give you guys our final thoughts. All right, so what are our final thoughts on the Ioniq 5N? Personally, I love it, but you have to take into consideration that range of only 221 miles. I currently have a Kona Electric with 256 miles of range, so this is 30 miles less. So I would say only if you have reliable charging, this one's a buy. If you don't, I would say get something with a little bit more range, maybe the Ioniq 6. But I think if you got the money to spend, you're looking for something fun, unique, that no other car is going to offer. This car is it. It offers that real driving feel, even though you're in an EV, and you're saving the planet. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for continuing to support us. And just like that, AVI.